When people talk about value for money, in the watch world, Japanese brands usually dominate the conversation. But in 2026, Swiss watchmakers are proving that premium craftsmanship can still come. At a reasonable price, Tissot has built a strong reputation by combining Swiss craftsmanship, sapphire crystals, and reliable movements into watches that feel far more premium than their price tags suggest. Today, we're looking at 5 Tissot watches that offer some of the best Swiss value in 2026. From the iconic PRX to the refined Gentleman, these are the models that continue to impress watch enthusiasts around the world. Let's get started. Number 5. Tissot PRX Powermatic 80, Blue Dial. The PRX has roots going back to 1978, Tissot's answer to the integrated bracelet craze, sparked by the Royal Oak and Nautilus. For decades, it sat quietly in the archives. Then Tissot brought it back, updated it, priced it at under $800, and the internet lost its mind. And rightfully so, that blue dial, horizontal guilloche pattern, with a sunburst finish. It shifts from deep navy to bright cerulean depending on the light. Applied hour markers, Dauphine hands, and a date at 3. At 40 millimeters, it's the perfect modern size. The integrated bracelet flows seamlessly from the case. No ugly gaps, no cheap finish. This is a $2,000 watch dressed up in a $700 price tag. Inside lives the Powermatic 80, a workhorse caliber with 80 hours of power reserve. That's over 3 days. You can take it off Friday night and it's still running Monday morning. Silicone hairspring means better anti-magnetic resistance and less maintenance long-term. For the money, this movement is a genuine overachiever. The PRX Powermatic 80 in blue comes in at number 5 not because it's the weakest. It's here because the 4 watches above it do something more unique. This one, though, is the easiest recommend on this entire list. Gateway drug to the hobby. Perfect first serious watch. Buy it. But if the PRX is the crowd pleaser, number 4 is for the man who dresses with intention. Number 4. Tissot Gentleman Powermatic 80. The name tells you exactly what this watch is for, and it delivers on that promise without a single wasted detail. There's a quiet confidence to the Gentleman that the PRX doesn't quite have. Where the PRX is a statement, the Gentleman is a whisper. Slim profile, clean dial, not screaming for attention. This is the watch you wear to close a deal, attend a wedding, or sit across the table from someone who actually knows watches and you won't blink. 40mm case, just 10.9mm thin, that's genuinely slim for an automatic. Sapphire crystal front and back so you can appreciate that Powermatic 80 movement through the case back. The dial options silver, slate, green are all refined and tasteful. No clutter, no gimmicks, just beautifully balanced proportions, and finishing that punches well above the $700 price point. Same Powermatic 80 caliber as the PRX, but on the Gentleman, it feels more appropriate. Through that exhibition caseback, the movement is a genuine talking point at the dinner table. 80-hour reserve, silicone hairspring, cost-adjacent reliability. This is your daily wearer that never lets you down. The Gentleman is for the person who wants a dress watch that doesn't feel precious. You can wear this every single day. It goes under a shirt cuff perfectly. It doesn't demand attention. It earns respect quietly. That's a rare thing, number 4 on this list. An absolute pillar of Tissot's modern lineup and one of the best dress watches under $800 on the planet. Full stop. Now we move from the boardroom to the ocean. Number 3 is built for a completely different kind of adventure. Number 3, Tissot Seastar 1000-2000. And I'm covering both the 1000 and the 2000 because together they make one of the strongest arguments for Swiss dive watches under $1,000, period. The dive watch category is brutally competitive. You've got Seiko, Orient, Citizen all fighting for the same shelf space. But Tissot Seastar has one thing most of them don't: Swiss-made, in-house movement, and a level of refinement that feels premium the moment you put it on. The Seastar 1,300 meters of water resistance. 40 mm or 43 mm depending on your wrist preference. Unidirectional, rotating bezel with ceramic insert. Solid, confident, absolutely tool watch ready. The Powermatic 80 inside means 80 hours of reserve, more than any dive watch. in this class really needs, but you'll love having it. Bracelet and rubber strap options. It's versatile in a way most dive watches aren't. Then there's the 2,600 meters water resistance. Helium escape valve. This is a professional dive instrument dressed in Swiss clothing. Most people will never need 600 meters of water resistance. But owning the 2000 means you have the most capable Swiss dive watch at this price point on the market. It's a brag that's also completely legitimate. Both models share that aggressive yet clean aesthetic, bold indices, high contrast dials, legible at depth. The ceramic bezel insert on both is scratch-resistant and color-stable. No fading after years of use. Details that matter. The Seastar earns number 3 by being the most capable sports watch Tissot makes. Rugged, Swiss, reliable, and still under $1,000. If you need a dive watch, this is your answer. We go from the deep ocean to deep history. Number 2 is a throwback that never gets old. Number 2, Tissot Heritage Visodate. And if you don't already know about this watch, you're about to have a new obsession. The Visodate name goes back to 1953. That was Tissot's way of saying visible date, a date display that was novel and exciting back when most watches had none. Tissot brought it back as part of their heritage line, and they did it right. This is faithful vintage, reissue done properly, that dial. Silver sector layout with contrasting registers. Printed indices in that warm, slightly aged tone. Applied Tissot logo. The typography is period correct. It looks like it was pulled directly from 1953 and frozen in time. This is the kind of dial you stare at. The kind that makes quartz watches feel soulless by comparison. 38mm case intentionally vintage-sized. If you complain it's too small, this watch isn't for you, and that's okay. For those who appreciate proper proportions, 38mm on a slim profile wears beautifully. Powermatic 80 movement inside, so you get that modern reliability under a vintage shell. Best of both worlds, on the leather strap it ships with, the Visodate is pure elegance. Brown leather, stitching, the right lug width. It's ready to wear straight, out of the box. No immediate need to swap anything. Tissot actually got the strap right. The Visodate is number 2 because it does something deeply difficult. It makes you feel something. It's not just a watch. It's a connection to 70 years of watchmaking history on your wrist for under $700. That's remarkable. That's why it's here. And that brings us to number 1. The watch that, in my opinion, is the single greatest expression of what Tissot is capable of past, present, and future. Number 1. Tissot Telemeter 1938. And if you've never heard of this watch, I want you to stop whatever you're doing because this is the one. First, let's answer the obvious question. A telemeter is a complication that lets you calculate the distance of a remote event using the speed of sound. You see lightning, you start the chronograph. You hear thunder, you stop it. The scale on the outer ring tells you how far away the storm is. Used by military observers, artillery operators, and field doctors in the early 20th century. Functional, brilliant, completely analog computing on your wrist. Tissot introduced this complication in 1938. That year, the world was on the edge of war, and precision instruments like this were serious tools. Tissot's reissue isn't a costume, it's a tribute. Every design choice references that original piece. The pulsometer scale, the chronograph pushers, the typography, all period correct. Look at this dial. 3 registers, running seconds at 9, 30-minute counter at 3, and the telemeter scale wrapping the outer edge in that deep red. Silver opaline base. Printed in layers that have genuine depth. This is one of the most complex-looking dials at this price point in the entire Swiss watch industry. It rewards long looking. Every time you glance at it, you notice something new. Tissot uses the ETA Valjoux 7753, a proven, respected Swiss automatic chronograph movement. Column wheel operation, vertical clutch, 46 hours of power reserve. Chronograph pushers with that satisfying mechanical click. This is a proper tool complication, not decoration, 42mm case in stainless steel, right for a chronograph. Sapphire crystal. Water-resistant to 30 meters, it's a dress chronograph, not a diver, so we're good. Vintage-style leather strap that suits the piece perfectly. Price around $2,200 to $2,400, and for a Swiss automatic chronograph with this level of finishing and complication, that is extraordinary value. The Telemeter 1938 is number one on this list because it is the fullest expression of what Tissot stands for. Swiss precision, deep heritage, real horology, accessible pricing. Every other watch on this list is excellent, but none of them make you feel like you're holding a piece of history the way this one does. None of them have a complication this interesting. None of them look this good doing it.